Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the video. This is just gonna be doing a little haul of the gifts I've been given this year. So yeah, sorry, I needed to sneeze and then I pressed pause and then I did not need to sneeze. Typical, innit? If you notice, I have given myself a little bit of a haircut. So I now have a full fringe that I can turn to a side fringe whenever I want. And if this bubble would like to get out of my hair, respectfully, we ignore the mess behind me. Respectfully, if this can come off. There we go. The green is gone now, more or less. I had to give myself a little bit of layers. And this is in preparation just in case I'm picked for a short film, I believe, or a film. And it's a period piece, so they don't have dyed hair. So yeah. Anyways, onto the video. I'm just gonna go in no particular order because at this point it's all jumbled up. So, and my hair's coming out. So first we have this Charmed illustrated book. And if you don't know this already, I'm quite witchy, I'm quite nerdy. And I've always admired Charmed and their actual attention to detail and like actual realistic kind of like things. Not realistic, like accurate representation of witchcraft, like the pentagrams and stuff like that. So yeah, I have a hairbrush, which is quite nice because I bought this hairbrush and it's like a nice shape. It's the oval one, so it's easy to put my hair up in a ponytail, but it's so cheap that when the air comes out like that, it just stays like that and I have to pull it out every time. So this is quite nice. And also I quite just love the grain purple, which is new because I didn't quite used to like those combinations, but yeah. Tresemme shampoo and conditioner, which is quite nice. While my go-to brand is Pantene, you know, as a uni student, I'll take what I can get. A cutlery set as well, and I'm so sorry to the autism community and the spoon community. She thought I would like this. I do quite love the like set. And funny thing is, me and my other two flatmates have the exact same cutlery, which we found out last year. So this year I brought my own ones, which I like the different, and it would be nice like when I move out. But like that spoon will not be used for eating. It will be a dessert serving spoon. I swear, it's massive. Anyways, let's just move that out the way a little bit. I don't know where to put that. I'll put that there. Okay, my hair's just come out. Lovely. So we have a ball of yarn, which, as a crocheter, despite the fact that I have a lot, I'm probably gonna start going through all these yarn balls and I'm gonna run out or something, so that's always good and handy. Some Disney slippers, which are quite nice. This low-key scares me as a texture, but I'll be walking on them, so it doesn't really make a difference to me. I have these earrings, and I think there was another pair of earrings which were turtles that are somewhere, but those are quite nice. But these ones are probably one of my favorites. They are gold, but I just love the cute cats, because I like cats and I like coffee. So we have an acrylic paint marker, pack of 12, which is quite nice. Been wanting something like this for a while, so yeah. A wellness journal with some stickers and stuff like that. Quite cute, nice and purple. Some clay because I handmade most of my gifts using clay this year, so I probably have like this much left of that whole length, and while that's a lot, it wouldn't be enough to make like another round of gifts for birthdays and next Christmas. I do have these trainers, which are quite nice. I did say to have like waterproof ones, since literally all my shoes are fabric like this, so they just all get soaked through, especially when the sole is worn and stuff. But these are quite nice, comfortable. I have wide feet, which was really good for when I was swimming. So it's more comfortable for me to walk on, especially because I have 2 messed up ankles. This is quite comfy. It's like a snuddy, and I'm pretty sure me and my sister are matching in the Disney slippers and this. But it's so soft and warm, but unfortunately I am a really warm person, so this is for when I'm like walking around the place and stuff. Oops. That's what I get for putting you on a blanket. But that's like, yeah. Anyways, we have Oreos. We have golden, double cream, and original. Now, I love my Oreos. So those are probably not gonna last a week, especially when I start back in uni. A little Costa Coffee, I think hot chocolate kit. Yeah, which I love my hot chocolates, because if I'm not drinking coffee, I'm drinking hot chocolate. I do not like tea. Most teas. I'll experiment now and then, but coffee and hot chocolate is my go-to. A tequila rose, which I low-key had some I low-key had some war flashbacks about this. Because before we left for the holidays, me and my flatmate, we took shots during nativity, and every time there was a safeguarding issue, we take a shot. We were wasted. It was awful, but we started off with tequila rose, so that'll be nice when we come back. So, we also have a Kit Kat selection, which honestly, I do love my Kit Kats. So, just like the Oreos, I'll be lucky if this lasts longer than a month, because I love chocolate. We have some tortilla crisps that came with the salsa at some point, somewhere in the year, which are quite nice. Sometimes I get full. If I can't be bothered to cook anything, that's just what I eat for dinner. Low-key copy my family, but don't tell them that. Some Impulse fragrance body spray called Tease, which is very interesting, but didn't drop it. But that is one I use. I use like body mist more than body spray, I guess, just because most sprays like perfume have like this weird after scent, and it smells ick. But yeah, shortbread, some body wash, which these are branded, so I'm not taking offense to it, because the running joke is that, you know, oh, you smell, and that's why you get those things. But I'm a uni student who, like, toiletries are expensive. Some gloves, because when I do the dishes, I hate the texture of like food and stuff. I don't understand people who can do it bare hands, because it's like you're touching dirty, icky water and food residue and oil, and you're burning your hands off while doing it. No thanks. Some more chocolate Oreos. Yeah, no, that with a glass of milk, despite being probably lactose intolerant, is heaven. Like, literally, forget the tortilla chips for dinner. I could have the pack of Oreos for dinner, and I'd be satisfied. We do have this Midnight Fantasy Britney Spears fragrance spray, which is quite nice, so I'll probably use that. Some cotton bud dispensers with some cotton buds, which are quite nice actually. Little cute like accessory thing. Makes my room more aesthetically pleasing. We got penne pasta, which is one of my favorite pastas. And my go-to meal if I don't feel like cooking something extravagant like steak, potatoes, and asparagus again. But I also don't want something like easy like Oreos or tortilla chips. Some embroidery thread and embroidery hoops, because when I'm sewing I find it really hard to keep the material from not like shifting, and also one of my projects involve embroidery, so yeah, need those. A Sharpie, because during my art project my Sharpie died mid-project, so I need those. I think you can tell there's a theme. I'm a uni student. I'm also like wanting to experiment with more things. But creamy cheese pasta and roast chicken pasta. Highlighters. You can tell I'm not going in an order at this rate. Biscoff and Go, which I've not tried, but I quite like the other things, so this would be nice. A really cute tiny Vaseline. It's real, but it looks fake because it's so small and it's blimming adorable. We have, ironically, I don't know if you can tell I'm ill, but a cold and flu hot black currant, which I should probably use when I get back to uni. Oh, here's the salsa. I'm running out of space in my bed. Oh, that's cold. Chewing gum, because I'm always chewing gum, because it makes me less anxious for things. Some face and body cream, but issue is I don't really use this. I didn't know how to say this, but I don't use them. I just use the lotion for my whole body. Because also I don't like the texture of Dove. Because Dove feels dry and oily, but then Nivea is just oily and watery. But I use Dove lotion because it like dries immediately. Like it feels soft and then dries immediately, whereas the face cream, like, it just feels dry already. But then it's oily once I'm done, so. Pringles with the Santa Secret flavor, which is very interesting. I'm very excited to try that. Some squirty cream. I'm sorry, I'm so immature for a 21-year-old. Some whipped cream is my favorite thing. My sister usually gives me her whole tin because she buys it for the hot chocolate and she'll have it for the hot chocolate, but she's never liked it as much as me, and she'll only have it with hot chocolate and stuff, but she doesn't really have it unless I'm there. But I have it with my iced coffees, with my hot chocolates, and sometimes I'm bored and I just go like I'm freaking Pinkie Pie, or I don't know, Sunset Shimmer in the Equestria Girls movie, Rainbow Rocks. That's a very niche reference. But yeah, I love whipped cream. So makeup wipes in case I do filming, and also if a drag queen decides to slap makeup on my face again, or you know, I just want some moisturized face wipes. Why do any of you watch these videos? Anyways, some more Biscoff, which are kind of like Oreos, but Biscoff, which I'm very interested in trying. We have a protein shake thingy-majig, which I don't really drink much protein shakes, because I find they're quite disgusting. But I usually use this to make my iced coffee because it mixes it better. I do have like a smaller one, like this big, but it's not as aesthetic pleasing as this, and it's blue. And it's a cute blue. So, yeah. I can't say they don't know me well sometimes, because they know me well. Some chocolate buttons that are twisted. Now, I don't usually eat chocolate buttons, but these are usually the nice kinds, so. Now, this was adorable. But Christmas loofah, which is quite cute. So that'll be my next loofah when my other one gets all minky. But on the topic of iced coffee, salted caramel. It is quite nice. I have found that this one's quite grainy, but that's just because I'm not mixing thoroughly enough, so that's a me problem. Biscoff spread. Yeah, that sounds like a theme here, but to be fair, it's stuff I want to try, so I'm not opposed to it. Celebrations, hot chocolate, which I am a bit concerned about the Milky Ways. I don't like Milky Ways. I don't know if you guys know that about me, but I don't like Milky Ways. Usually, like, if you hand me it, I won't go for the Milky Ways. And that's pretty much the only one I won't go for, actually. The rest I would try and eat, especially Model Teasers and stuff, but yeah. So hopefully the hot chocolate version is nicer. We also have pure Maltesers and Galaxy white hot chocolate. So clearly they know I love my hot chocolates. This will take me a while to get through. You know what? A hot chocolate a day keeps the doctor away. No, it doesn't. I still need to visit the doctors for so many related health issues. Anyways. Tea towels. Because who doesn't love a good matching tea towel? And also, when you're with one of the dirty flatmates, he's gonna hate that I've said that. Anyways, when you're with some of your flatmates, you tend to be a bit cautious. If you're watching this, yes, I'm talking about you. Don't be a... I can't demonetize. Don't be a jerk. How about that? Anyways, nothing happened. I'm gonna put this away, and then I'm gonna continue the haul. Okay, so I kind of gave up putting some of the stuff away, and now it's just behind me, so, yeah. If you're wondering, I'm a bit of a hoarder, I'll admit, so there is a lot of mess and not a lot of room. So, yeah, I'm trying my best right now, but it's a bit difficult. But anyways, we've got shavers, because, you know, sometimes, I don't know if you guys would know this type of feeling, but, like, when you, like, slip into, like, brand new bed sheets and everything's just so silky soft. So, yeah, it's quite fun, and also just, like, I don't know, whenever I do it, I just feel like I'm in, like, those movies where the girl finally admits it's okay to take care of herself, and, like, just, like, a whole care routine or something, and, like, silly and just self-loving like that. And, you know, as someone who acts from time to time and just, like, romanticizing everything so they, like, get through life, okay? You know, it's not, like, awful habit. And, you know, it just makes me feel nice. I don't know. But I love the bright colors and the color coordination and stuff like that. So, yeah. Hot water bottle. While I do have a lot, I don't mind a few. Because, like, you never know, like, what type of mood you're feeling. Like, I have a really fluffy one. And then a really, like, fleecy one. And then I have a few, like, really fluffy ones. But this is, like, blanket soft. Whereas the other ones are, like, stuffed animal soft. So, like, yeah. And I'm weird like that, so I have different moods. So I'm not complaining for another, like, water bottle. Though this is... I have the red fluffy one, the rainbow fluffy one, this fluffy one. I think the other one is the fleece one. So 4. So, you know, maybe this is a good time to stop the water bottles, but I wouldn't be opposed. A big galaxy bar. So that will be really nice to have while I'm like munching down and crunching down on assignments. Anyways, some perfume. It's Fire Trap brand, which low-key I was hoping I would get a little bit of money in my cards so I could like get the Fire Trap hoodie I saw the other day, which was like £18, which is pretty good for a sale, you know. Expensive in general, but pretty good for a sale of a brand, you know. But yeah, this one's quite nice. I forgot to sniff like what the after smell would be though, but I've showered since I first sprayed it, so I'll say wash that off. And now I'm kind of annoyed because now I'm like, did I have a weird after scent? Because if it didn't, then I'll use it. If it did, then still love it though because it's cute. Oh, I forgot I just shoved my jewelry here. But aside from my candy cane earrings, I wore these bracelets on Christmas Day, so that was quite nice. And then me and my mother both have more shortbread, but I've not really been a shortbread person my whole life, so she can have those and this other shortbread thing I have. So yeah, that is the haul. Oh shoot, no it's not, hang on, sorry, I lied to you guys. So as you guys know, I love Keep Up Demon Hunters, and I did do a cosplay, and I did kind of use the wrong purple, but I'm hoping to turn that one into a wig. But I got the dark purple one, which is actually the right shade of purple. Technically they're both the right shade of purple. This really confused me when I first watched the movie, but they both look the right. So like when they're first performing and stuff, her hair's quite dark purple, but then like sometimes it's light purple, so that really confused me. So now I'm just going with both. But yeah, I might turn this one into a wig if I can as well. But I already took it out the packaging and braided it, because things like this take up a lot of space and it's really messy. So if it's already in a braid, it's easy to deal with. But oh, and I almost lied to you guys again by saying that was it. I did get like a few like skincare stuff, like face masks, a Wicked themed face mask, and some like sorry guys, some eye patches for like your bags, which honestly, when you're not sleeping until 5 a.m. and then waking up at 9 a.m, the bags start to show. And while that doesn't sound like a bad sleep schedule-ish, I have to fix that because I start classes at 9 and it takes me like an hour to get there to campus, so that waking up at 9 doesn't really help me at all. But my favorite gift might be this. It's a little amplifier with 5 plectrums. Sorry, I'm dyslexic. 5 plectrums, which are really nice because I only have a handful of plectrums left because I'm silly and I keep losing them. And it's just like a nice, cute place to put them. And I've been eyeing this specific thing for like months, but like I'm like, every time I go to get it, I'm like, right, no, I need to like order something else as a gift for my friends or my family. So I never actually got it for myself. But yeah, it's cute. I love it. Probably my favorite gift. But right, I'm looking around now because I don't want to lie to you guys for the 3rd time. But yeah, that is it. Hope you enjoyed. I'm so sorry this is 24 minutes long. Feel free to speed it up. But remember, you are loved.